We will discuss the second simple permanent tissue, that is the collenchyma. Since collenchyma is a tissue, it means it is also a group of cells. But it is a simple permanent tissue. It means it is a group of collenchyma cells. It is a group of collenchyma cells.
Okay.
So what exactly is a single collenchyma cell? It is similar like the parenchyma, but it is slightly thick. As compared to the parenchyma, the collenchyma are slightly thick, but that thickening is not lignin. Means there is no secondary thickening. This thickening is also of cellulose. As compared to the parenchyma, the cell wall of the collenchyma are slightly thickened, but that thickening is primary. Since the thickening is primary, the collenchyma are also living. And what exactly we will say? The collenchyma is living at maturity. As it proceeds up to years, means at their maturity they are living, but after maturity, after few years, it becomes dead. Okay, before their death, if the lifespan of a collenchyma is 10 years, so it is having 7 to 8 years a living phase, and last 2 to 3 years having a dead phase. Okay, so exactly particularly we will say it is dead at maturity. This thing is pardoned. We will say these are dead at maturity. Whenever they are become full mature, okay, then they become dead, and they are living in their early stages. Okay, so it's a kind of a transition. They are both living as well as the dead. Parenchyma are also always living. Okay, so we are having two characters. One are they are thick walled. Second one is that they are living or dead. They are thick as compared to parenchyma, but they are not thicker than the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is much thick. Third one, the important function of collenchyma. They are very flexible. See, there is a thing that is called tearing effect of wind. आपने सुना होगा ना, लोग कहते हैं कि जब तूफान आते हैं तो बड़े पेड़ गिर जाते हैं, छोटे पेड़ नहीं गिरते. ओके, सो दैट फॉलिंग ऑफ द ट्री इज कॉल्ड टीयरिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ द विंड. जब विंड जो है सब कुछ उखाड़ के चले जाती है, सो उससे प्रिवेंट करती है collenchyma. हाउ? इन द स्मॉल shrubs or herbs or shrubs, the collenchyma is abundant, or we can say that collenchyma is present in them. Abundant does not mean that it is present in much amount as compared to parenchyma. It is very, very less in amount as compared to parenchyma, but they are present in small herbs and shrubs. So these herbs and shrubs become very flexible. Okay, even if they bend on the ground, अगर पूरी तरह से जमीन पे भी लेट जाएगा पौधा, then again it stretches away or pulls away again in their vertical direction. So that all possible due to the presence of collenchyma. So it provides flexibility to the plants. This is the main function of collenchyma. Clear? This thing is clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So the only difference between the parenchyma and collenchyma, देखिए mainly तो हमें difference ही consider करने हैं, is that it is slightly thicker. It may be dead. Parenchyma are always living. It may be dead at maturity. Parenchyma just mean for the support or mechanical support or strength, but collenchyma also give mechanical strength, support along with the flexibility. This is the main function. Okay. So we will now discuss some types of the collenchyma based on the thinking. It's an important concept in the collenchyma. Based upon the thickening, the collenchyma is of 4 types. Okay, one is the angular. The angular collenchyma, in which the thickenings are deposited at the angles. Suppose this is a collenchyma. Okay, these are the angles. This one is an angle. So thickening is here. Not the complete cell is thickened, only the angles are thickened. This surface is not an angle, this vertical line, so it is not thickened. This vertical line is not an angle, so it is also not thickened. Wherever the angles are, those will be thickened. Okay, you can draw elsewhere also at the other places. These are also the angles. So all of the angles are thickened, just not the tangential walls. That kind of the collenchyma will be called angular collenchyma. Clear? What is angular? Very simply, the thickenings, because as I have told you earlier, it is slightly thicker than the parenchyma, but that thickening is deposited only at the angles. That will be called angular collenchyma. Second one is annular. The annular collenchyma, thickenings at the intercellular space. Similarly, like the parenchyma, the collenchyma also have different shapes: rounded, oval, complete circular. Okay. So suppose I draw a rounded or circular cells. See, there is another difference that I have missed. Called parenchyma are isodiametric. We remember this point also. Parenchyma are isodiametric. Collenchyma are not. Collenchyma having different shape of cells, a different size of the cell. If one cell is like this, another may be this, another may be this. They are not isodiametric. This point you have also remember. You should also remember this point. So I am drawing the cells, the collenchyma cells. See, none of the cell is thick, but if the thickening is deposited at the intercellular space, you can clearly see that this wall is not thick, this wall is not thick, but the intercellular spaces, okay, these intercellular spaces are thickened. This type of the collenchyma is called annular collenchyma. Yes, 75 Renu, 14 Seema. Clear it is up?
Yes, sir.
So which was the first one? The angular, and next one is the annular, the thickenings at the intercellular space. In parenchyma, the modifications was important. In collenchyma, the types were important. Okay. Third one is lamellar. There is another name for lamellar, that is the plate collenchyma. Okay. When we saw the collenchyma in the longitudinal section, I guess everyone of you know me about the transverse section and longitudinal section. कोई ऐसा स्टूडेंट है जिसको नहीं पता longitudinal section और transverse section क्या होता है? देखिए नहीं पता तो बता दीजिए, अच्छी बात है, सीखेंगे आप लोग. Suppose this is a longitudinal section of any collenchyma tissue. These are collenchyma cells and this is called a tissue group of the cells. These cells are not thickened. If the thickenings are only deposited at the tangential walls, then this collenchyma will be called a plate or a lamellar collenchyma. Thickenings at the tangential walls. Okay. If this is a stem or something a cylindrical shape, and we are cutting it like this with blade, okay, from anywhere else, यहाँ से किसी भी प्लेस से आप जब कट करते हैं, so this thing is transverse section. जब आप ऐसे काटते हैं vertically दो equal faces में, okay, that will be longitudinal section. So this is a kind of longitudinal section. Whenever the thickenings are deposited at the tangential walls, the collenchyma will be called lamellar collenchyma. This is the last one, the lacunar or the tubular collenchyma. Lacunar and tubular. आप में से कोई बता सकता है what is lacunar? If you have studied prior. Yes, please. Lacunar बता सकता है बेटे कोई? It's lacunar.
नहीं पता.
Yes, Mr. Dev, कौन है भाई देव?
मैं.
अब देव जी दिखेंगे मुझे. Left कर रहे हैं. What is lacunar? If the thickening pattern is not uniform or not a standard, it is random, like this. Suppose these are the cells. Suppose this is the mass of cell. None of the cells are isodiametric. Different size की cells होती हैं बेटा इसमें, ठीक है? If the thickenings are at the intercellular spaces, और सभी intercellular spaces में नहीं कहीं. If the thickenings are at walls also. Okay, so we were discussing on the lacunar. So lacunar is a random thickening. Okay, suppose at the intercellular space, some of the intercellular space are thickened, but not all. Okay, some of the cells are itself thickened. कुछ cells ऐसी हैं जो thickened. Some of the angles are thickened. Suppose this is an angle, this is thickened. The angles are formed only by the intercellular space. Otherwise, in the round or circular structure, there is no such thing like angle. Okay, so there is a kind of random thickening. Even the walls are thickened, even the cells are thickened, even the intercellular space are thickened at the some places. So there is no standard pattern of the thickening. The thickenings are random. This kind of the collenchyma will be called lacunar collenchyma or the tubular collenchyma. So individually lacunar clear है सभी को?
Yes, sir.
So there are total 4 types of the collenchyma: the angular, the lacunar, and lamellar. थोड़े से confusing नाम है, but you have to remember them. इसको lacunar को tubular भी बोलते हैं, lamellar को plate collenchyma भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है?